Club Hour has a treat for you tonight. We're going to tour one of the hottest microbreweries in the Southeast. It's SweetWater Brewing Company in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, well basically SweetWater got started in 1992 when I met my partner Kevin in the park playing Frisbee. We started out in the brewing industry in Colorado. We were both going to school at University of Colorado at Boulder. There was some perks to entering into the brewing industry out in Boulder, Colorado, some of which I can't really elaborate about. Really found out that that was what we were really good at, and school was kind of challenging. And we like to say that we bring a Colorado-style ale to the Southeast. We trickled our way through school. One of us graduated, one of us got real close. We don't mind a big party, do we? I graduated. We made a pact between each other. We said we're going to open our own brewery. At that point, we split up, and I went out to California and went to brewing school, and Kevin continued to brew beer in Boulder. It was a nice feeling to, on a day-to-day, work very hard, producing a product that when you went out on Friday and Saturday night, you saw everybody out enjoying it. And for the next 4 years, we pretty much mastered what we were trying to do, which was learn how to make killer beers. People were having a good time, smiles on their faces, and to know that you had a little bit of a hand in that was very fulfilling. We came down to Atlanta and we looked at what was going on here, and we basically felt this is what we need to do and this is where we need to do it. What you're looking at here is the brew house. This is where we're actually going to cook the beer. The barley falls into this vessel. It's about 1,200 to 1,400 pounds. It's going to convert the starch in the grain to sugar, which is the good part because later on that becomes the alcohol. We threw a brewery together and basically started making SweetWater beer. After an hour, the liquid part is going to come over to this vessel. This is the kettle, and this is where we're going to add the hops. An interesting point is the hop is the first cousin of the marijuana plant. We've been in Atlanta since '96. We sold our beers in February of '97 for the very first time. After the hops are added, the beer will be transferred into one of our fermentation tanks. Have you guys heard of the Great American Beer Festival? It's basically the Super Bowl of brewing. And SweetWater took home the best small brewery in the entire United States, which is fat, man. That deserves a toast. Woo! So basically this is where all of our fermentation tanks will be, right here. And also Kevin was voted top brewmaster in the country, so pretty big fat shit. So SweetWater, locally owned, locally brewed. We're only brewing right here. We only sell our beer in Athens, Atlanta, Savannah, and Western North Carolina. This is the remnants of the consumption factor of the employees when we have a long day of bottling. If you guys ever pick up a bottle of our beer and you look on the side, you'll see we tell you exactly when it was brewed and bottled. We give it 90 days from there. We don't pasteurize our beers, so our beers are like, our whole business is like fresh beer. Pretty much every beer we're making today is on the truck, in the distributor, and out on the shelf with what, inside of a week. But actually a lot of people here that help us with this process are here because they love SweetWater. They've been fans for a long time, they enjoy the beer, and they come by and visit. So when you guys go into the shop, man, you're buying beer, look at the dates. It's like buying milk, man. Look at the dates, do some like shifty stuff, get the freshest beer you can get. If you ever look in there and you find some beer that's not inside of 90 days or it's out of date, call us up. We'll give you a free t-shirt if we find it down there, and we need to know because that's our whole deal, man, fresh beer. And I can only hope that in the future, SweetWater Brewing Company has the continued good fortune of continuing to spread the love of beer. That's what it's all about, right? Spreading the love of beer.